dive right on in. Today's grammar point is the suffix temo. The literal translation is even if or although. Related grammar terms are keredo, noni, and tate. The basic meaning and the easiest direct translation into English is if you wanted to say a sentence, even if X, then Y. And temo is put on the verb that you are even ifing. So even if I run, nigetemo. Even if I don't eat, tabenakutemo. There are certain expressions you can use with temo, like temoi, which is basically expressing permission, or asking permission. You can use temoi desu ka at the end of a verb. It's an idiomatic expression to request permission to do something. So it's always the same structure, kind of like asking, is it okay if, or would you mind if? It's a little more casual, so you wouldn't really want to use it in any formal setting or with a superior, but it's not slang. So I'm going to give some examples of different ways you can use temo and exactly grammatically what's happening. Related expressions. Temo is comparable but not identical to keredo. Keredo is more like but. Temo is also comparable to noni. Noni is used more in spite of the fact that the semantic difference is comparable in English to saying although or even if. If temo is used in a sentence with a verb that's corresponding to a what, who, why, how, when type of verb, you cannot replace it with keredo or noni or kedo. The following sentence makes sense with temo, but it wouldn't make sense to replace that with keredo or noni. Nani o tabete mo oishii desu. The translation is no matter what I eat, it tastes good. So nani o is the what, but it wouldn't make any sense with nani o being part of that sentence to say nani o taberu keredo oishii desu. That's just nonsense. Once you add in that question word, the whole structure of the sentence just doesn't make sense to say that. Or nani o taberu no ni oishii desu. I can't even translate it because it just makes no sense. So if it involves something with a what, who, whatever word, it has to be temo. However, in this next example, you can substitute keredo and noni. Nakayama-san hon o, and then we have kattemo, kao keredo, kao noni, yomimasen. Mr. Nakayama doesn't read books even though he buys them, although he buys them, even if he buys them. So there's no question word here. We have hon, so we know what. Since we know what, we can say although and even if. We can substitute keredo or noni. Some examples. 私は雨が降っても行きます。I'll go there even if it rains. 私は寒くても出かける. I'll go out even if it is cold. 私がトムでも同じことをしただろう. Even if I were Tom, I would have probably done the same thing. So as you can see, you can use it with nouns, verbs, and adjectives. It's just a conjugation difference, and I'll list that all below. Formation. It's not difficult. It's not one of the more complicated things to conjugate, so it shouldn't be a problem. Some more examples with the what, who, blah, blah words in them, where you could not substitute keredo or noni, put them all together. 誰に聞いてもわからなかった. No matter who I asked, I couldn't get the answer. So you can see how, although who I asked couldn't get the right answer, or even if who I asked, because that question word, you just can't switch it. It just makes no sense. 次、どんなに日本語が難しくてもやってみます. No matter how difficult Japanese may be, I will try it. As you should. Japanese is the fucking best, am I right? One day, all the nerds that learn Japanese will take over, and we'll be laughing at all the assholes who laughed at us in high school. 次、どんなに丈夫でも体には気をつけた方がいい. No matter how healthy you are, you'd better take good care of yourself. Everyone's getting sick as fuck lately. I have 2 friends that got pneumonia. So, everyone, be careful. And just some more general examples. Here's an example asking permission. タバコを吸ってもいいですか? はい、いいです. Or more commonly, at least in LA and America, いいえ、いけません. Fine, I'll just go stand out in the alley like a goddamn homeless person and smoke my cigarette next to the rat poo. Thanks a lot. 次! Here's an example where you could would switch けれど or のに and it would still make sense. 井上さんが先輩でも私ははっきり言うつもりだ. I intend to speak straightforwardly even if Mr. Inoue is my senior. In that example, it would make sense if you said 井上さんが先輩けれど私ははっきり言うつもりだ. Because I'd be like, although Mr. Inoue is my senior, I'm still going to speak to him straight. And noni would work as well. 次、調べてもわからなかったので先生に聞いた. I couldn't understand it even after looking it up, so I asked the teacher. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 次、必要なので高くても買います. I need it, so I'll buy it even if it's expensive. Just like that pair of suede boots. 必要ですよ. 次、すみません。黒は売り切れました。黒じゃなくても構いませんよ. Sorry, the black ones are all gone. I don't mind if it's not black. 次、いくらお酒を飲んでも顔色が変わらない. My face doesn't change color no matter how much I drink. 次、私はどんなに暑くても寝るときはクーラーを消して寝ます. No matter how hot it is when I go to bed, I turn off the air conditioner. That's very responsible. Although I know a lot of people who do the opposite, which is they'll keep it off, and then when they go to bed, they turn that shit on. It's so hard to sleep when you're hot. It's terrible. That was happening to us last night. Thanks, Los Angeles. Thanks. Alright, that's it for today. I'll put all the conjugation examples below. And I'll try to film not so absurdly far apart. I'm gonna try and get back on the filming train, so we shall see. So, if you want to check out more of my grammar videos, click here. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, click here. More Japanese videos, subscribe. Japanese videos.